next? Who next? Who next?
All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99. I'm back with another Who's Next. Feels like it's been a minute since I've done one of these. So I said, you know what? Look, let me go ahead and drop another Who's Next because there's always a fighter that I'm wondering who's next for him. And I wanted to do one for none other than Maycee Barber this time around. Because Maycee Barber just entered the top 10 again. She's talking that good stuff again. You know, she's popping off, saying that she wants to fight the champion. She wants to get that get back. But before she can get there, there's some fighters that she needs to fight. There's some things that she needs to really improve in. And she's got to really make a statement as a legit contender. Because right now, I think she's a good fighter, but I don't think she's any threat to the top 5. You know, I don't see her running through any of the girls in the top 5. Like she said, she's going to try to run through some of these fighters. You know, I don't see her being a threat to Alexa Grasso yet. You know, there's no disrespect to her. She's growing and she's improving, definitely. You know, but she's still young. She's like, what, 23, 24? So, you know, she may have been signed to the UFC, like, right off top. Like, that's where she really got her on-the-job training, like, no amateur career, right? But she's still young in the mind. You know, she's still young in the mind, and I think there's still a lot that she needs to work on, and it shows in her style. You know, it shows in, like, her performances. Like, not as far as her not being able to pull the trigger, because she does that, just as far as, you know, her technical skills, right? And she wants to grow, so that's fine. But right now, before she can think of any of these other girls in the top 5, like Tyler, Manon, and, you know, even the champion, you know, there's a few names above her that I want to see her matched up with. You know, I want to see her matched up with at least like one of these fighters or two of them before she can try to get to, you know, the number 1, number 2, or the champion. All right. So just looking at her record right now, okay, past couple weekends ago, she had a close, controversial win over Andrea Lee. Like I said, it could have gone either way. Some people don't agree. Hey, look, if Andrea Lee won, fine. You know, if she would have won, fine. You know, I could have seen that. But Maycee Barber, she got the victory. And to me, that's a reality check for her. Now she has to say, hey, I didn't get the victory in the fashion that I could have. There's still holes in my game. Now we got to work, right? So now Maycee, looking at her record, she's on a 4-fight win streak. 2 of them wins, controversial. Like I said, I still don't think she won the Miranda fight. You know, she's won Andrea Lee. She's beat Montana De La Rosa and Jessica Ai. So, yeah, those are good fights for her to improve in, but now it's time to really test her skills against some of these veterans that, you know, been in there with the champion. All right, so maybe not the top 5, but let's go down some names here that's right above her that would be good for her to really see, okay, this is how good I am. All right, so the first name I'm going to say is the number 8, Jennifer Meyer. All right, Jennifer Meyer would be a good test for her. You know, that's a former title contender. You know, Jennifer Meyer's on a 2-fight win streak right now. She just beat Casey O'Neill. She beat Marina Moreau. She's kind of looking like that gatekeeper on the lower level right now. Jennifer Meyer, you know, she has the skills and, you know, the overall experience that Maycee Barber needs to test herself against. The same way Casey needed to see where she was at, that's where Maycee Barber needs to see where she is. You know, at least Maycee Barber, she hasn't had the year-long layoff, so she should be calling out somebody like Jennifer Meyer. You know, Casey O'Neill was off for like a year and some change, and she said, I want Jennifer Meyer, right? And I knew Jennifer Meyer was going to win that fight, but that was a good test for Casey just to see where she was at. So for somebody like Maycee, who's on a 4-fight win streak, this is still a big step up for her. This is a big step up, so she needs to call somebody like her out, see where she stands, and see if she can handle like the movement, the boxing. You know, can she touch the chin? Can she match Jennifer Meyer's strength for strength? Can she get in the clinch with her? You know, can she avoid takedowns? You know, because Jennifer Meyer's going to test all of that. First of all, I know Jennifer Meyer's going to really be using her boxing because she's been using that a lot lately. You know, so I think that we'll see how good Maycee Barber's striking is. You know, Maycee Barber's striking looked very improved against Andrea Lee. You know, so if she steps it up against a fighter with combinations like Jennifer Meyer that has more hand speed and, you know, those tricky head kicks, you know, I'd like to see that. You know, I'd like to see if she can handle that lateral movement of somebody like Jennifer Meyer. So out of all the 3 names I'm looking at, you know, I started with her first. I think she'd probably be the most complicated fighter for her to figure out, actually. You know I knock Jennifer Meyer sometimes because of her IQ. Sometimes she's not letting go. But I think that Jennifer Meyer has those skills to get a lot of these other girls, you know, back in. You know, I think she has those skills to put these girls back in school. You know what I mean? Like she'll do that stuff to like Marina Moreau, Casey O'Neill. Like she has those different type of skills that can really test them, like make them say, okay, this is what I need to work on. Or if I'm really this good, I should get by her and 30-27 her, or, you know, just beat her convincingly, like fighters like Manon have done, you know? So yeah, Jennifer Maia, then going up the rankings. Second fighter, I would say I did a matchmaker Monday pick for this one. Number 7 is Lauren Murphy. Lauren Murphy, I think this is a good name for her if she wants to move closer to the title. You know, this is like good matchmaking as far as like business wise, like, or safe moving wise. You know, if you want to move your fighter the safe way, and you want to see if you can get her in there against somebody who's not as fast and not as dangerous. Well, Lauren Murphy does have danger to her, but, you know, she is up in age now. And, you know, she has taken some hard beatings in these fights, even against JoJo, Andrea Lee, Andrade, Valentina Shevchenko, you know. So this is more like a name you'd want to put her in there with, okay, because she's higher than Jennifer Maia, and there's less of a risk and there's more of a reward to that name than there is Meyer, right? So I think, hey, Lauren Murphy, she could still beat Maycee Barber, but this is a fight where Maycee Barber, I think, has enough to go in there and pull off a 30-27 or maybe even a stoppage win, you know, if she can land clean on Jennifer Maia, land clean on Lauren Murphy. You know, if she goes in there and picks up where Jessica Andrade left off and lands with closed fists and then slap with her shots, and she corners her and lands some good body shots, and she lands some of them vicious elbows, she could probably stop Lauren Murphy, right? So in that fashion, she go in there, dominate Lauren Murphy. That would push her up, and they would probably say, okay, let's get a title eliminator with Tyler Santos, okay? So you have to say that that's a name out there for her because they're probably looking at that. But the number 6, last but not least, Caitlyn Chicago. Now this one, I might have to backtrack because this one might actually be the tougher test than Jennifer Maia, because Caitlyn Chicago, she's underrated now. Like, people don't understand, like, Caitlyn Chicago going to be winning all these decisions, right? But that's because of, you know, what she's committed to. You know, she's committed to this, like, awkward boxing and awkward striking that, you know, these fighters can't grasp, because most of the women in the flyweight division, again, no disrespect, they don't have the level of boxing IQ like she does, next to the former champion and the champion. Like Grasso and Shevchenko and Chikagan, I think they have like the highest boxing IQ. Then you have the runners up like Manon that are coming in, and then Jennifer Maia and so on. But like the highest IQs are like Caitlyn Chicago. So some of the things she does with her footwork is really going to test Maycee Barber out. So when I think about it, she actually might be a tougher test than Jennifer Maia, because unlike Jennifer Maia, Caitlyn Chicago, she will stick to a game plan. You know, she will let her hands go, and she will surprise you with takedowns. Like, she's a black belt in BJJ now, and she knows how to go in there and get top position on these fighters, you know. So when she lets it go, so you can see her going in there and doing that to Maycee Barber the same way Andrea Lee did. And believe me, Caitlyn Chicago may not be physically strong, but when she gets that top position, I can see her transitioning to side control and even smothering Jennifer Maia, and not Jennifer Maia, but smothering Maycee Barber and keeping her on her back for rounds, you know, even outpointing her, you know. So it's up to Maycee Barber to see if she can go in, close the distance, go to that body the same way Andrade did, maybe a little bit cleaner, you know, and see if she can break her down from the legs and keep her in a clinch, to see if she can just like really enforce her strength on a fighter like Caitlyn Chicago. So yeah, honestly, yeah, she would probably be a tougher test than Lauren Murphy and Jennifer Maia, because Caitlyn Chicago sticks to her game plan. People don't like her style. They don't like how she gets her victories. But like I said, I do, because it just tends to like work these fighters' minds and drives them crazy. And, you know, they don't know how to handle it. You know, everybody from like even JoJo, what is her name? Viviane Araújo, Jennifer Maia 2 times. Lauren Murphy couldn't beat her. You know what I mean? So those level of fighters, you know, she can go in there and just kind of like baffle them. So to see if you can step out of that box like these other flyweights, you kind of have to go through that. You have to go through that gatekeeper path. You have to go through that path where you have to fight like a Jessica Andrade or a Caitlyn Chicago. And see, Manon, she passed the test, right? She out Chicago in that fight, you know. So hey, she was able to do it. But you know, we have to see if Maycee Barber, she can do it, because before she can call out fighters like Alexa Grasso or any of the top 5, you know, she got to get through some of these names like Chicago, Murphy, and Meyer. But I know a lot of people like to see the Meyer fight. A lot of people have been calling for that one. But to me, I think that Chicago would be probably the tougher of the 3, in my opinion. So, yeah, that's my who's next, guys. Those are the names I like to see Maycee Barber take on next. Jennifer Meyer, Lauren Murphy, or Caitlyn Chicago. Not all 3 of them, but I'd like to see her fight one of them next. Runner-up, I would say, is Amanda Ebas. I just kind of see Amanda Ebas in a different realm. I like to see Ebas in there with Lauren or Jennifer Meyer myself. Like, I want to see the new blood fight the older fighter. So I don't really want to see Maycee Barber matched up with Ebas just yet. You know what I mean? Like, split up these 3 fighters amongst Barber and Ebas. That's how I like to see it. You know, let's weed out the old heads. So I don't want to see the young fighters fight. So that's just like a runner-up name that I know people have talked about. I think Ebas would have a chance on the ground, but I don't know how she would handle Maycee Barber's power for real. Like, she handled Viviane Araujo's, but Viviane Araujo don't really let go like that. But somebody like Maycee Barber, who's been proving her striking, you know, she clubs Ebas with one of them right hands. Shoot, her path to 125 might be over just like that. I'm just saying, man. But yeah, I think Maycee Barber, she's got a lot of work to do, you know, before we can call her like a legit contender. You know, right now she's kind of in the prospect stage, honestly, you know, so one of these names out there, she needs to go in there and just really make a statement against. You know, even at 4-0, I still see her as like just a prospect, really, because there's still some things in there she's got to execute, right? So let me know, guys, what y'all think in the comments section. Out of these names, who do you want to see Maycee Barber fight next? Combo Breaker 99. Hit that like button. Subscribe. I'm out. Peace.